Hey Capricorn, welcome to your first week of July extended reading. I'm starting over here with your cards from your monthly reading where they talk about this being a week when you may be releasing something that you've kept to yourself for the sake of keeping energy flowing in and out of your life, softening certain walls around your idea of ownership. It's kind of a mi casa e su casa energy. So for your focus this week, you have Temperance, which is essentially achieving the impossible, which is to combine diametrically opposed or mutually exclusive energies into one powerful synergistic energy. Specifically to you here this week, you're bringing together creation and destruction, dissolution and alchemy. It's like you're harvesting abundance in the act of surrendering something. And hopefully I can make that clear as we go here, because it all makes sense. So for your biggest obstacle, you have Death in reverse. And this mirrors this Four of Wands in reverse over here, where movement and passage is trying to occur. And the challenge is to allow that flow, because it means that something is transitioning out so that something can transition in. There's a fear of a vacuum being created, but with this next card, you'll see that it's not even possible. Energy can't be created or destroyed, as they say. And the difference between like a life form and a rock, right, is change. Actually, that's not even true, because a rock changes over time, just more slowly or more suddenly because of its rigidity. Life tolerates change because of its fluidity. So surrendering to fluidity is the obstacle of the week. Now for your superpower, mine is not letting go of OCD. All right, your superpower, you have the Magician in reverse. Creating space, breaking things down into their elemental form, sending energy back to be recycled. Your superpower is exactly what you need to overcome your challenge. So you are perfectly set up for success. The obstacle and the superpower matching so perfectly like this are why you have Temperance as your focus. So you're achieving the perfect grasp of holding on and letting go. And once again, this week is full of these sort of abstract messages for a lot of signs, because you have all major arcana, which means we're not talking about little day-to-day stuff. We're talking about things that are going to kind of permeate all levels of your life on a spiritual level. That's what those major arcana are. And so that means the readings do get a little broad in general, because they affect so much of people's lives. It's hard to encapsulate that in, and you should be getting a phone call this week, right? It's going to be so much more than that. So your best connections, you have the Emperor. So people who are in their power and those who support you being in yours. People who are in their power and support you in being yours. I had said that right. So people who have learned from their failures and successes, just like you have. People who respect your autonomy, because there is like a softening here of boundaries, like I was saying. Not so much boundaries, but a softening of walls around. It's kind of a Piscean energy, where there's less of a individualistic to more communal, less I, more we type thinking. So that they're, I don't want to say a safety measure, but they are saying, as that kind of softens, that the best people to be around you are going to be people that are standing on their own 2 feet like this. So people who know all that you've been through and respect what you've achieved. So who do you consider the ones who demonstrate the highest levels of integrity in their own lives, and at the same time display compassion and grace for human imperfection? And I'm going to say people who don't need anything from you. People who you choose to be around, but who do not need anything from you. So your self-care item this week, you have the Page of Wands reversed. So for one, do a mental health check-in. There are such huge shifts happening right now, so go easy on yourself. It's not an ideal time to start something new, It will be soon, actually, very soon. But this week, it's still that decompression chamber. And this is why Emperor energy is, your best connections. You need people around you not creating power struggles and draining you. Energy conservation is the name of the game. You have yielding as your overall theme for all of July. So fluidity, not exertion. Allow yourself to sink into a state of receptivity. And yes, things are going to flow out in that relaxed energy, and new things are going to flow in. So yeah, I did say it's not ideal to start anything new, but more to receive the new, to welcome the new. So your potential outcome is the Ten of Wands. So here, I'm going to go quoting Alanis again. I always do. But she says, the moment I let go of it was the moment I got more than I could handle. And I believe the Ten of Wands was the seed you were planting in your new moon reading, if I remember correctly. So it could be taking on a new project lead role or exploring new inspirations. With the Emperor over here, you may end up in a leadership or management type position here. And without listing 1,000 interpretations of what this could mean, I'll just say that your potential outcome is whatever intention you set at the new moon. And if you don't know what that was, it's whatever intention you set last week. You're achieving that intention. That intention is coming into fruition, and you're harvesting the rewards of that intention this week. So that's what I have for you right now, Capricorn. And if you want to know what I have for you next week, like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will talk to you then. Thank you.